for some reason. Let's see. All right. Well, welcome to Vogel Meditation Center. Today's class will be themed about the tapping into your inner resource. My name is Lena, and I'll guide you through refreshing practice to just invite that sense of ease into the body. With that being said, we're going to start on the mat, lying down on our backs, and then we'll move the body, invite that movement. We will be using a chair as an option for those who may need. So if you're in your office, you're welcome to use the chair or a table to give yourself that support. And then we will finish just, again, lying down on our back at the end, just for a few minutes, again, to bring that ease into your body and a sense of rest. So go ahead and lie down on your back and allow for your arms to fall to the sides. Maybe stretching your legs out as well and allowing for the feet to fall apart. And just feeling the earth beneath you, noticing your body breathing. Maybe palms turn up, feeling that energy, that prana, riding on the breath as you breathe. Bringing awareness to your spine. Maybe even silently chant ah as you inhale. And feeling the sound of rise. The sound rise from the base of your spine to the crown. And as you exhale, maybe chanting the sound of hum. And feeling that sound descending down from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. And staying with your breath, bringing that sensation and awareness of the inner resource, maybe coming and inviting those sensations of ease, well-being, security into your body and into your mind. You feel all the points of your body that are connected to the floor. And feel your body relax. Feel where your heels connect to the earth. Notice which parts of the legs connect to the earth. And feel where your buttocks and the ground connect. Where the spine connects to the earth. And feel the contact point between your shoulder blades and the earth. Feel the back of your head and where it connects to the earth. Feel all the parts of the body that are connected to the earth. to include your arms. And feel each exhalation grounding you and relaxing your body more and more. Feel the space between your body and the earth. And also feel all the parts that are not connected to the earth. Maybe the part in the ankles, the back of the knees, the lower back, the neck. Just feel breath and life force moving up and down your spine. And then silently repeat ah as you inhale and hum as you exhale. And each time as you exhale, feel your body release a little more. Sensing your breath as you breathe just like that 9 more times. And just take a moment here to activate those sensations in your legs, your feet, as you begin to bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet to the edges of the mat. And sway your knees from side to side like windshield wipers, inviting the movement. And what does it feel like to externally rotate the shoulders and bring them in, inviting that movement in the arms, gently and kindly awakening your body. Slowly with the knees bent here, turning onto your right side and pressing into the left palm, coming to a seated position. Extending the legs here, we're just sitting up, the knees are bent, palms are to the back, maybe the fingers are out, and just begin to sway your knees just like that. Also, like windshield wipers, just inviting a variation of this movement, noticing what it feels like in your body, noticing any sensations that are arising. And then bringing the feet in, crossing at the ankles, kind of coming to the butterfly extend, releasing the knees down to the sides, lifting your spine, setting each vertebra upon each other, creating that length in the spine, drawing the crown of the hair of the head up to the sky. And then just begin to invite those cat and cow, variation of cat and cow movement, maybe broadening the shoulders, opening the heart, the belly button opens up here. And as you begin to round the shoulders, exhale. So taking a few rounds just like that. And if you're sitting in a chair, just similarly, just breathing in, looking up, finding the curve in your back, and then exhaling, rounding. Wherever you're at, either with the chair or without, just allow yourself to experience that full extension and contraction of the spine. And from here, just begin to, as you come to a neutral position, begin to invite those circles in one direction. Again, visualizing that the spine is like a spring and the top of the head reaches to the sky. Maybe 5 to 10 circular movements in one direction. And then the other. Noticing if there are any sensations in any area of the spine, your upper back, your mid back, lower back, are present. Maybe there are sensations in the shoulders or the neck. And we're going to slide the arms forward in front of us, spreading the fingers out. And just breathing into the shoulders here. Maybe there is an activation in the legs, your hamstrings, your calves. So begin to draw, visualize that you're drawing the sitting bones down to the earth. And meanwhile, also lengthening through the arms. And here as you inhale, come up onto your fingertips, rising. And then exhaling, maybe releasing a little bit more, deepening that release. And 2 more times as you inhale again. And exhale. And if you're sitting in a chair, simply release the arms down to the floor. And just either allow them to hang freely, or if there's an opportunity to bring the tips of the fingers down and just kind of find that expression of the wrist moving and lengthening. You're welcome to do that. From here, we're going to slide the arms to the sides. Maybe the body is still released forward a little bit, and maybe bringing the arms to the back. So creating those semicircles on both sides. We're going to clasp the palms here, just interlacing the fingers and squeezing those shoulder blades, and maybe even moving here from side to side. Finding again movement in the thoracic spine, opening up to the right, then to the left. Noticing what is present there. Coming back to center, scooping the arms all the way up. Reaching and lengthening from the right and the left side of the body, bringing the palms down, and then exhale. And let's do it one more time. Inhale to reach up, and then exhale, palms down to your heart, and exhale. And we're going to come to our stance. So bringing your feet slightly apart, toes point to the front. We're going to come into our toes and then back, and just invite the rocking movement through the whole foot. And if it is helpful to you, maybe find a drishti, a focal point in front of you, maybe on the floor or on the wall. And just concentrating your gaze on that focal point as you continue to come onto your tippy toes. Finding that extension in the ankles and back. And here we're going to invite the arm movement as we inhale, counting to 4, reach the arms up overhead, coming to your tippy toes. And then exhale, releasing the hands down. This is really good for the brain, activating those both hemispheres of the brain. Inhale, look up, or taking the arms up, and then exhale. Or maybe the gaze, you're not looking up, maybe you're still staying focused on your drishti. But continue to stay with the count, inhaling, arms up, overhead, and exhaling to the sides. One last time. And release. We're going to take the left leg and cross it to the back. And so with the knees here crossed, we're going to go into kind of forward fold, lengthening in the knees. We're going to reach the arms up and then slowly flow the arms forward and down. Hinging at your hips, releasing the body. And if there is a need to bend the knees, you're welcome to bend them. Maybe just making a space in the knees as you notice the knees softening, and maybe there's a desire to lengthen. Or just simply stay here for a few breaths, in and out. And then pressing into the back foot, giving yourself rise. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, release the arms to the sides. Stepping the left foot to the side and now crossing and the right leg behind the left. And again, there's an opportunity to bend the knees if needed. We're going to inhale, arms up. And then exhale, fold over. Notice how this side compares in regards to the other. And again, maybe bending the knees. Maybe there's an opportunity to sway side to side. Any movement that feels supportive to you. And maybe also inviting, if there is a sense of discomfort, maybe there's also an opportunity to find what comfort feels like. Inviting the sense of ease and well-being. We're going to press into the back foot here, the right foot. Inhale, reach up. Bringing palms together, then exhale, release them down to your heart, uncross your feet. And let's come down onto the mat. So if you'd like to grab your blanket, you're welcome to grab the blanket. If you have one, you don't have to have one. You have a towel or maybe even a piece of clothing. Definitely allow yourself to experiment. So as we're coming down on our knees, we're going here to extend the right leg to the back. And we're going to rock the foot back and forth, rocking through the ball of the right foot. Just bringing the heel to the back and then forward. And maybe there's an opportunity even to bring the heel out. Notice if the sensation is different. And back, forward. Maybe rock it back and in. And again. So just allow yourself to invite movement, lengthen through the back of the leg. Maybe there's that lengthening also in the ankle that is present. If you're sitting in a chair, so just say rocking there so I can modify here. You can also extend the right leg out, keeping the left knee bent here. You're just simply pointing and flexing your foot. Just a different variation. So if you're here, you're going to extend the left arm up and stay here with us. On the mat, you're going to reach the left arm in front as well. Just finding that inhalation as you lengthen, finding that length of energy from the heel to the fingertips. And as you exhale, taking a twist to your left. Opening up your heart. Inhale, reach back to the front. And then begin to invite those circular movements with the left arm. 5 circles to the back. And then 5 circles to the front. Allowing for the mobility of the shoulders to be expressed in this movement. Eventually releasing the palms down, we're going to slide the right knee in. And you might be seated in a chair here as well, just simply with the knees bent. So inhale, reach the arms up. And as you begin to find that line from the knees to the fingertips, if you're on your mat, or even from the hips to the fingertips if you're sitting down, as you begin to exhale. Maybe if you're in a chair, you're just bringing the arms forward. And here we're going to inhale if you're on the mat, and exhale, bringing the tops of the hands to your lower back, folding in your hips, drawing the hips to the heels and the heart to the knees. And inhale to reach. And exhale to fold over. 4 more times, just like that on your own. Maybe even staying with the count of 4. On inhale and exhale. Same with your breath. We're going to switch the sides, bring the palms in front of us, extend the left leg to the back. And we're going to start rocking again back and forth through that ball of the left foot, lengthening in the back of the left leg, the calf, the ankle, and maybe playing, just allowing for the heel to come in and out. And just notice how every time there's maybe a little bit more space created. Wherever you're at here, we're going to extend the right arm to the front and feel that connection also was in the top of your right foot being connected to the ground, giving yourself that stability. We're going to inhale, reach, maybe a little bit more lengthening to the front. And as we exhale, open up to your right. Inhale, reach again. And inviting that mobility, begin to kind of taking those 5 strokes to the back. And then switching directions, 5 strokes to the front. You can take as many strokes as you need. Here, bringing the palms down, we're going to tuck the toes under and lift the hips up, set the hips back. And if you need to bend your knees, maybe just inviting a little bit more lengthening in the back, you're welcome to as well. And if you are using a chair as an option, we're just going to come behind the back of your chair or even your table in the office. So we're going to step, if you're taking a few steps to the back, easing the front body in, finding the hinge in the hips. So just a variation here, wherever you are at. Maybe even bending one knee and the other knee. And just begin to walk your feet. And just finding the breath. Maybe deepening the stretch. One movement at a time. And think about even hiding your heels behind your ankle. As we're bringing one heel down and then the other, or just maybe in attempt to bring it down. Wherever you're at, just no judgment. Eventually extending the knees, or maybe still bending them here if needed,
but maybe there's a little bit less bend in the knees. And we're going to inhale, reach the right leg up. Maybe it's lifted just a little bit, engaging your core muscles, maybe lifting all the way, just wherever you can. So we're going to step the right foot to the front. Keep your core engaged here. Maybe the back heel is lifted. We're going to come to warrior one. And take a moment here to bring maybe the right hip to the back, the left hip forward. If you need, maybe even bring the left arm in front of you, kind of reaching to the front to give yourself that adjustment here. Inhale up. And exhale, hover your heart over the right knee, bringing the arms to the back. We're going to inhale here, reach up. This time, maybe pivoting through the ball of the back foot, bringing the heel in, releasing the whole foot back down on the ground, extending the right knee. And just finding that pyramid here. We're going to exhale and fold over, keeping that front knee straight. And just again, noticing where the body goes, leading with your heart. Inhale to reach up. And here we're going to bring the arms in front, wrap the right arm over, bring it over the left arm over the right. We're just going to create those eagle arms here. Just keeping the elbows lifted here as we inhale, reach up. And maybe the palms meet together, maybe the tops of your hands meet together. And then as you begin to exhale, slowly folding over, keeping the knee extended. And just noticing if there are any new sensations. Coming up. Inhale to lift. And exhale to release. Coming to a little bit of a hip stretch. So if you're sitting in a chair, maybe your knees are just apart a little bit, and maybe the body again releases down. Just walking palms from side to side. If you are on the mat, if you have any supports, maybe bringing the hips down on the block. The knees are out, the elbows pressing into the inner part of the knees with the palms together. Or maybe you're just coming to this wider stance here, bringing the knees out. And just find the variation that works for you. And we're going just to press into the palms if you're on the mat. And as you do that, feel with the elbows pressing into the inner part of the knees, how that activation is present throughout the whole body. How it goes all the way down to the hips. Maybe again, rock side to side if it feels supportive to you today, inviting that movement. Then bringing the palms in front towards the right knee, extending the left leg out. Maybe there's an opportunity to point the toes. And then press the heel out by flexing the foot. And repeating it a few more times, just again pointing and flexing. And then switching the sides, bending the other knee, extending the other leg, and again pointing and flexing. Inviting as much movement as the body is craving for today. Also, again, kind of drawing into that sensations. If there is a discomfort, maybe inviting the sensation of comfort and inviting that inner resource into the whole body and mind, noticing what it feels like to stay with a sense of well-being and ease in the body, and a sense of security. And we're going to step the left foot again to the back. Just come to a down dog again, lifting the hips up and setting them back, pressing away from the palms, keeping your fingers spread out. but maybe also bringing your awareness to the thumb and your second finger and just pressing into both of them. We're going to, again, if you need to bend the knees or extend, and remember our variation was the chair, just taking that variation if needed. We're going here to extend the knees and inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step the left leg to the front. Maybe again, the back heel is lifted, keeping the front knee bent. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, bringing the arms to the back, hovering your heart over your knee. Here, we're going to pivot through the ball of the back foot. Bring the heel in, the back heel in. Inhale, extend the front knee. And then exhale, fold forward. Feel that lengthening in the back of the leg. Again, finding your variation if needed. Inhale to reach up. You can keep the knee bent slightly if needed. And then exhale the arms to the front. We're going to cross the right arm over the left, bend at the elbows. And again, the tops of your hands could be facing towards each other, or maybe the palms face each other, wherever you are at, allowing yourself to invite the pose, invite this movement in the body. And as you inhale, lift your elbows up, maybe noticing that mildly, mild curve in your back. And as you begin to exhale, draw the elbows down towards the left knee. And again, maybe a little bit more activation in this present. Let's repeat it one more time. Inhale to reach, then exhale to fall. We're going to release the knees back down and come to our child's pose, broadening the knees, releasing the hips to the back, lengthening through the arms. Taking a moment of this constructive rest. Maybe stretching out the arms. Maybe if you have an opportunity to add a little bit of the height, just bringing the blocks in front of you, releasing the palms on the blocks and just easing into this stretch, breathing into the right shoulder and into the left shoulder. Noticing what it feels like when there is a little bit more height, if accessible. And if not, maybe the palms are outstretched here, and inhale, come up onto the fingertips, feel that height there, and then exhale, release. What does that feel like in your body? What are the sensations on the right side of the body and the left side? As you continue to breathe in deep into your abdomen and then exhale, release. From here, again, sliding the arms to the back, interlacing your fingers and lifting the arms up. And maybe again, sway from side to side, but notice if sensations are different than when we started the practice. Trying the same movement again, over, noticing if there is a sensation of ease. Where is it present? And maybe the hips are lifted here. It doesn't have to look exactly what it looks like for someone else. Notice what it looks like for you. And we're going to take this opportunity here now to sit on the hips, extend the legs in front of us. And we're going to lie down on our mat. Extending the left leg out, bending the right knee. Just inviting those circular movements out and then in. Placing the palms to the side on the surface of the mat so you feel that support, releasing the shoulders down and inviting those 5 circles out. And 5 circles in. And notice as you do that, notice the connection that the body is forming with the earth. And where is your breath now? Eventually releasing the sole of the right foot down and sliding it out, bending the left knee, lifting the left foot off the mat, and again, taking 5 circles out with the left knee. Eventually reversing 5 circles in. Points of connection, the breath, and checking in with both. Maybe even the sensations, thoughts, emotions. Bringing the sole of the left foot down. Bending both knees, we're going to readjust our hips here. Maybe drawing the heels closer to the buttocks. And lifting the hips off the mat. Staying on your shoulders rather than the neck. Keeping that neck protected. We're going to just think of that line all the way from the crown of the head to the knees. But again, the majority of the body weight falls onto the shoulders. Keeping those shoulders strong as we're experiencing and allowing for them to support the body. And so just take a moment here as you find that lengthening to find your breath, breathing in and out a few more times. And from here, releasing the shoulders down on the next exhale. Drawing the knees into the chest, wrapping arms around the knees. Extending the right leg out here, sliding the arms towards the left knee. And pressing the right heel out. So there's a lengthening in the leg. And what does it feel like maybe to lower the right leg down a little bit and lift it back up? Then bending the right knee, extending the left leg out. And again, lowering the leg down. And then extending, lifting it back up. Exhale, both of the knees to chest, arms wrapped around again. And just swaying gently side to side. Offering that gentle massage to your spine. Where does the body connect with on your right side and the left side? What are the sensations that are present now? With your knees bent in here, maybe they're not all the way to the chest, but just enough to balance. We're going to inhale, arms overhead. Just keeping the arms overhead here, we're going to inhale, extend our legs up, keeping the feet flexed, and then exhale, release. And we'll repeat it 3 times. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, release. Staying with your pace. Staying with your breath. Eventually exhaling the soles of the feet down to the mat. Bringing the arms to the sides. We're going to turn to the right side with your knees bent, press into the left palm, and come to a seated position. And if you'd like to use a chair here, you may, but I'm going to show variation on the chair and then on our mat as well. So here we're going to The option is to keep maybe the left leg extended if needed. It can always be bent. We're just going to take the right leg and cross it over. Maybe just right leg crosses over the left. Maybe this is an opportunity here. And then taking that twist to the right. Maybe the ankle, the outside of the right ankle is over the left knee. Again, lengthening the spine and maybe taking the twist to the right. So that's an option for you in a chair. On the mat, you're going to extend the left leg out. You can keep it bent if needed as well, to give yourself a little bit of that ease. If you choose to extend it, maybe flex the foot and the knee, the right knee is into the chest. The foot can be outside, to the outside of the left knee, or actually into the inner part of the left knee or to the outer part of the left knee. So just a few options, but as we do that, we want to lengthen the spine. Inhale deeply, and then exhale, twist to your right. Two more like that. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, come back. Slide the right leg out. Remember what it would look like in a chair if needed. Bend the left knee. Again, the left foot is to the inner part of the right knee or to the outer. We're drawing that knee slightly in, lifting the spine up, lengthening it to the sky. And as we take the deep inhale, begin to invite that twist in the thoracic spine, exhaling to the left, gazing over the shoulder. And repeat two more times. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling over the left shoulder. And our last pose today. So again, the option, if you have a surface like a chair or even a table to adjust yourself, I'll show you first what it looks like here and then what it looks like on the mat. So bringing the elbows slightly out in front of you. Maybe the palms meet together, maybe fingers interlace, but rather than squeezing and wrapping those fingers too tight, so the blood flow is cut off, just keep it light. We're going to find that space, make the space in the spine as you begin to inhale, give yourself a rise, feel the tops of the feet on the mat. And as you begin to exhale, release the heart down and take 3 to 5 deep breaths here. And if you're on your mat, you can also use the blocks. Maybe set the elbows on the blocks as we release the hips down towards the heels. Maybe they're still lifted. Finding the blade in the shoulders here, in the back of the shoulders. So just simply breathe in and out. You can also release the elbows down and draw the arms overhead, the palms overhead. Extending the arms, coming up, maybe sliding the palms towards the knees. And here I invite you to lie down on your back again. And we'll check in with our breath. Lying down on the mat. Again, noticing how the body connects to the earth. Noticing the parts of the body that are not connected with the earth.
And as you close your eyes or maintain a soft gaze, I invite you to bring your awareness to the heart center and feel the breath moving in and out through the heart center, inviting that sense of well-being, joy, and security into your heart. Maybe even visualizing as you're breathing in and out that the heart is smiling. And invite that chanting of ah when you inhale and hum as you exhale, taking 9 more breaths. And as you continue to breathe, let the awareness rest at each of the energy centers in your body. Bringing awareness to the space between your eyebrows. Breathe in and out. Maybe feeling those sounds of the breath. Bringing awareness to the throat center, breathing in and out. Bringing awareness to the heart space again. Sending that breath into the heart space and out. Breathing into the navel and out. Breathing into the pelvic center and out. And breathing into the base of the spine and breathing out. And slowly welcome yourself back and take your time. Maybe deepening the breath if needed. Slowly begin to move your fingers, your toes. And savor the liminal space for the moment. And gently rising up, but taking your time to come to a seated position, maybe either on the mat or the chair. Bringing palms in front of your heart. Maybe the gaze is still soft here. Taking this moment to awaken, rubbing the palms in front of you, just creating that friction, the warmth between your palms. And then cupping the palms and bringing them over your eyes. This is good for the stress relief. And then blinking your eyes a few times. Just taking that moment, opening the eyes, greeting yourself back to this world. the divine in me honors the divine in you. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.